Hey, everybody, welcome to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill. Joining me, as always, are my two fantastic co hosts, Dave and Steve. How's it going, fellas?
Well, it's going on this end slowly but surely.
Oh,
It's
God.
going.
Good day, everybody. Enjoy the show.
Oh, a
I
little
think,
enthusiasm in the voice here,
It's
dead
just
ass.
been frustrating. This here,
Come on, try it again.
this here
Jesus
technology
Christ.
is
You old grouchy
I tell you
fuzz,
what.
get with it. Gee, many Christmas.
you're going to be like that clown with the stupid horn now, aren't you?
Yes.
Hey there! Why'd the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side, honk honk! Fucking
You know, it's
dork.
great because this mixer board picks up my phone, plays everything on my phone except phone calls.
I just want to take a minute to note how fantastic my hair looks right now. And
Did you get it colored?
no, I did not. I'm not so concerned with the color as much as I am the fact that it's there.
Well, my hair turned black because I just covered it up.
There you go.
It grows on my face, but it won't grow on my head. So.
Oh man.
God was funny. He says, "Look, it'll grow out his back, on his ears." You know.
Oh, I'm right there with you, brother.
But
Okay, question.
answer.
And I think I might have told you guys this before. I can remember when I was a little kid, teenager, high school, before that. My uncle, he was always old, pretty old. He had a forest coming out of his ears and nose. And I used to think to myself, my God, does that happen when you get old, or is it just genetic or something? And boy, once I hit like 40, 45, I was like, holy crap.
You gotta trim it. Come on,
You got
You
a
know,
good.
I like
you get
the
a
old
good
boys that
barber.
get the unibrow going, or the eyebrows, and they don't ever cut them, and they can comb them to where you look like what was it, old Madden? John Madden had the caterpillars up there. Remember?
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Steve, you sound very good today. You're a little on the loud side.
I always sound pretty good, Dave. I don't even have the mic. Hold on, let me get it right in here.
Yeah, get it in there.
Okay, how we doing there, folks?
There you go.
Oh shoot! So how was your week, boys? Eventful? Do we have a short week this week?
Well, let me
Holiday?
put it to you this way: the trucking part was normal. Steve, Bill bit off more than he could chew as usual, but he got it done.
Hold on. If any people that normally see the Facebook and stuff, Bill put on there something about the having to walk. How far did you think it was?
Oh yeah, Buc-ee's.
Well,
We're gonna
well, I didn't
we're gonna
wanna say
have
the
a
name,
conversation
but-
about that
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
We'll have a little talk about that in a bit.
But I'm really disappointed that you didn't get the T-shirt. And
Well-
I don't know if it's a hoax or not, but every time I see it on the internet, it looks like they might sell those.
To be honest with you, the only thing I had on my mind was food. And
Brisket.
yeah, but you know what? It was still breakfast time, so I couldn't get the sandwich. I had to get the
I'm
burritos.
sorry. If you're a
but that was fine.
dedicated brisket eater, Bill, you'd have clocked out off that logbook, sat there till lunchtime.
I was pushing time anyway, so
Hey, look, mini Bill.
Mini me.
yeah,
She's cuter than him.
You got more hair.
it's kind of hard to believe, huh? Something like that could come swimming out of me.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna be nice. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Why?
When you
That's
say
not what people
swimming,
come
and I'm
here
thinking,
for.
That's right. They go swimming.
get her down, Dave. Get her down.
Yeah, no more dead air, guys. Come on, talk when I'm drinking. Show a little common courteous here. Yeah,
So,
Bill bit off a little
We're
bit.
gonna talk
much.
about Buc-ee's later then,
Yeah,
we'll
we're gonna
squeeze
have a
Buc-ee's.
conversation about that.
because Bill was the hatingest Buc-ee person you'd ever meet, and then I found a Facebook group that says "Truckers Against Buc-ee's," and I sent it to him to join. There was a couple thousand people. I'm like, "Hey, Bill, you can be the
Don't want to
president."
say that I'm against Buc-ee's.
Oh, they're
I
against
think-
truckers. Trust me.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
well. I think they're misled.
That's why there's no truck parking ever.
You know, even if they would take 5 acres behind the place and just let you walk 6 miles like
If you
Bill
take
did.
5 acres, you couldn't have that extra 100 bathrooms.
No,
I
but
will say, I enjoy going into them, but it's a touristy trap kind of deal, just like going to the Cracker Barrel. They got
I
all
never
the stuff
thought-
in there they can sell you. That's
I
the same
never
way
thought
Buc-ee's
Cracker
is.
Barrel was the touristy stop.
Oh yeah.
well, it absolutely is. I mean,
Oh, I go there for breakfast and to buy my stepmom gifts.
But
get it all
And
in one place.
I ain't traveling any place.
you mean Dave? She likes that thing. You take the magnet and draw
Yeah.
the mustache and beard on the guy.
No, you take the little
Oh, God.
teas,
Remember
the little
the
teas for the triangle box and give her every Christmas.
Oh, I always remember the magnet with the iron ore in it. You could draw the beard and face and the hair.
Oh
on
yeah,
the guy.
oh yeah.
Or they had that little wire thing that had a wheel on it. You went like this, and it went up and down. It was a
Oh
magnet.
yeah, it's spun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then
Do you see?
the old knicker knockers, clack 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 clack. The balls on the.
He was
rock.
going to the earplugs and now he's going back to the headphones. What's the deal here? He's
We might be
he-
blowing
he-
him out.
no, he's changing earphones. He said he was going to go to these. So hurry, he ain't plugged in yet. Okay, now he's plugged in. Now we can't talk about him. Yeah, the Buc-ee's is not all. See, now you can't talk about him. He's plugged
But
back
no,
in.
I mean, I enjoy their food. It is a long. If you are in a rush to use a bathroom, that's not the place to go.
Well, you
Yes,
had to
they
wait
have
in line.
100, and there's no line to wait in. But if you had to go when you got a car, and you got a 2-mile hike to get to the shitter,
Oh.
you ain't gonna make it.
Well, the problem is, as soon as you go in the front door, the poopers are right behind the front door.
Yeah, that's
they-
the front door, though. I went in the side door,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
means you've got 3 football fields to walk to get to.
And you walk 3 football fields just to get to the side door.
Oh, yeah, you bet I did. And then you got to walk. I thought because there was a sign on the back of the building, dead center, I thought that there was like a rear entrance. Like at least they would put a door to get into the damn
Well,
place. Well,
the
no,
only
that
place-
was like a loading area. Or
I
something.
remember like that. They had bathrooms like that where you walked in and like the men's had probably, I don't know, I want to say 30 or 40 stalls. Is right there on I-50, is it 57 still. As soon as you get into Missouri out of Illinois there at Boomtown.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Boomtown, man, that place, when you used to go in there, I love going in there.
Another
Sleeping-
tourist trap.
Well, I bought fireworks from that place before, but they
That's
have
back
all
when
the
you couldn't
other
get 'em.
knick-knacky stuff inside to sell you if you're an Indian or I mean, statues and pictures and everything. My favorite thing is they have all the races of Jesus painted in there. You can get white, brown, black, yellow, sort of Indian red tan. But I was like, okay. I mean, it was an assortment, an array of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the best places to buy a watermelon on the way home.
I seen a new recipe this weekend for watermelon. Cut
Watermelon.
watermelon, and they cut it up, and they
But
put
you can't do it wrong, I don't think.
no, but they put it in with lemon juice and made a lemon juice.
Huh.
And I seen
Vodka too.
no, it's just lemon juice over the watermelon. They say squeeze the lemon juice out over the watermelon. They say it's the best you'll ever have.
Huh.
And I'm like, have to try that. So
Usually got enough salt and pepper on. I can't tell.
I usually don't do the salt anymore. I used to,
yeah.
but I don't like the salt anymore. I don't
On
go
watermelon,
for
salt and
Yeah.
pepper?
Yeah.
No, I just eat it raw. Eat it raw. So,
That used to be a different thing in the day.
well, that's true too.
Well, has that ever gotten me in trouble?
Yeah, eating
That's how
watermelon.
you got that one that's behind you.
Yeah, eating watermelon raw.
Yeah,
Not supposed to do that.
right down to the grind.
So,
Right.
folks, we're getting closer to the call-in system. We're not there yet, but we're closer. So,
Dave's trying. We was squealing and feeding back something fierce.
I do have the mixer board set up, and it works for the phone, but everything but a phone call. That's the only thing it won't work at.
What's
So,
the number, Dave?
give it a try. B5439,
BR549. Yeah. I thought about What that day
8675309.
you said about giving out your phone there, I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
I'll give it. I don't
Hey,
know.
Bill,
Just
Dave's gonna
somebody
get a
say
new
waste.
phone number next tomorrow.
I don't know why you don't just set up a Google Voice number and have that forwarded to your phone number. That way you
Well,
don't have another bill.
we may, yeah,
That's an option you can go with.
right.
It
So,
just automatically forwards
That's how
it
the
to your number.
spammers do it, Dave.
It is.
I know.
yes. So Bill, go ahead and tell him how your week was. I mean, I'll get into mine. You need to post a couple things so you can show everybody my week because I emailed everything to you. So look in Bill Hauser. Yes, I did earlier today.
And you're wanting me to post things.
No. You bring them up on your screen. Share your screen. I mean, I can do it.
Might have told me about all this before we started filming.
Who was late to the table?
I don't see anything from you.
It's not. It's in your regular email, not your show email.
Why on earth would you send show business to my regular email?
Because my phone don't have your
Outrage.
my phone don't have your show email on it. It has your regular one. But when I get to, by the way, Steve, I'm going a different way tomorrow. Have you?
Different way, where are you going?
I'm going to a little place that's in between Atlanta and Birmingham. Okay, and it's probably 20 miles closer to Atlanta than Birmingham. But I don't feel like running 75 down. I'm going to run 65 down because Atlanta sucks.
Where are you going
Well-known
to? You're going to
fact.
Birmingham?
No, I'm going to Charleston, Alabama, or Charleston, Georgia, but it's about halfway between. It's a little closer to Atlanta than it is Birmingham, but I run across 20 this week for
This what you wanted to see?
well, there should be about there should be 5 photos and 2 videos.
Well, I can't play the videos because I have to have time to download those and everything. But here's the photos.
As you can see, Steve, take a look at the screen there for a quick second. See how the trailer's kind of up on the guardrail.
This
and
is in the gorge, by the way.
Yeah. Coming down through there. This gentleman right here pulled up there in that yellow Geico truck and go back to the trailer up on the fence, Steve, or Bill. That's how it was. And they were saying, how's the record going to get there? And the old boy on in the Geico truck gets out and goes, hey, I got all 6-wheel drive. I think I can yank that down off of there and get traffic opened up. And he snagged the chain on it. And he drug that thing out of the way and opened the road. We was there only half an hour. He had the whole thing. Right there's the truck. He snagged on there and drug her back over because it was empty.
North Carolina. Need I say anything else?
Them boys don't mess around. He said, throw a
Hey, back
chain
down
on
your
it.
gain a little bit there, Dave. You're blowing the damn needle.
Doors
away.
off. There we go.
That's right. We're keeping it up a notch here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, by golly. By golly, by golly.
so
There. Put me where I belong.
yeah, them. I pulled up there and I was probably 5th in line, 6th maybe. And I was so thinking, well, there's 6 hours today going to be sitting here and closed highway. And they got it open and up and going and just half an hour. I want to reach out there and pull on his beard right now because he's concentrating so
No,
hard.
I was trying to find something. When you mentioned something, I remember it was a real funny joke, and I cannot find it.
So that's how my week went. I just did. I hear kamikaze.
You got to find the video on with your computer, Steve, so you can share it.
He's
I'm
just
trying
going to hold
find
it to the mic.
No, don't do that. That's jank.
Oh,
Anyway. All right, so what do we got? What do we got for the show here?
Show, well, we got the notes posted up there. We can do a little news first, or we can do the. Let's see, Steve's got.
I couldn't figure out any good stories. I looked and looked and looked, and it was just terrible. And I started looking way back, and I'm like, well, these are ones I've already done. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just put up some topics to talk about. I don't know, some things should be funny. I'm sure you guys got a good story for all of these.
I got a little bit of news right underneath that, and nothing real serious. You see,
Where you want to start?
Go ahead and start at the watch trucker pass scale.
Okay. Well, I watch that all the time.
Yeah. Bill, people have to go in the show notes to see these because there is a video down there underneath there, but you told me to put the link up on it, so I put the link up on it. So, but just go ahead. This is a little 3-minute little talk, and we've all been here. So,
what are we talking about here?
Watch trucker pass scale. Start right there.
Okay, so this I guess this is an article that's I don't see an article.
It's not an article. It was a Facebook, or it wasn't post on Facebook. It was post on Reddit.
Writers.
Yeah, but it was off of CDL Life that posted this.
Well, just go check out the show notes, everybody, when you get a chance. I'll have this on the website as soon as I can.
Yeah, there's a video
really to read here, but what Dave's talking about is there's a video here. Apparently, no. Where's the link to the video? Oh, okay. There's a link to play the video where trucker passes scale in the moment every driver hopes for. Where he passes the scale showing the exact moment. Well, in this clip of the filming driver is through Findlay, Ohio. When he approaches the sign notifying him that the scale is open, as he approaches the sign, it suddenly changes to closed. That has happened to me 1,000 times.
And really? Because hammer down, dude.
It is because Jesus loves me. This I know, for that sign just told me so. And I just kept right on trucking. I may or may not have kept right on trucking anyway. However, this meant I had Jesus backing me up, which is...
Yeah, he was so excited it changed within 100 feet, and he thought he was going to go buy a lottery ticket because he was having such a good day.
Okay, now a question for both of you.
Yes, sir.
You both have pre-pass.
Yes.
If that pre-pass says, come in and see me, and
if it goes red,
it says closed on the thing, what are you going to do?
Closed. It says closed, so I drive by.
I know, but your pre-pass told you to go in.
This happened twice last week.
What do you think is legal? Because you're going to get mixed emotions from it.
Yeah.
If I was I went in there when I was empty, and I didn't have anything to worry about. But when I was loaded and I wasn't quite sure if I was legal or not, I just kept right on trucking.
And they didn't come out and get you, did they?
Nope. They never do.
No.
Well, they don't have. They usually
There's
have
one guy in
them anymore.
Yeah,
there ain't nobody to chase anymore.
Nope. I stopped. I used
to have that happen a lot, and I got to where if I knew it said closed up there, my thing dinged on me. I put it underneath took it out of the window, put it under my leg till I got by, so it didn't hit the second one that ticks it.
Yeah, there's 3 of them usually.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
but that used to happen all the time.
What do you do when you drive by the first one and it says nothing? You drive by the second one and it says nothing, and the scale's open.
You go in.
I don't. I drive by. Every time. Every time I drive by.
How do you know that the battery's not dead in it?
Because it went off the day before on a different one, and it went off the day after.
Dead overnight.
Well, maybe it did.
If it doesn't make any noise, yeah, you're still supposed to go in.
The sign says follow in-cab reading, period. So I followed.
You had no reading, so you need to do the fail-safe and follow the other sign.
That's your belief, but that's not what the sign says.
Oh, I know. I know, but that's what the cop's going to tell you.
Well, if he comes to chase me down, I'll tell him that, but...
They don't chase you down anymore, though.
I know. I drive by.
They used to, but they don't have chase cars anymore. I mean,
it's funny. Steve's dad's company, he flat tells him, he says, "You're always over. Just don't stop." Let him come.
You're
check.
always over just those
He said they flat told him that. He said, "Don't go in."
that was exactly the old joke about steel haulers
Yeah,
today. There's a guy gets up to heaven, and there's a bunch of truck drivers standing in front of him, and there's a line of miles long, and he's like, "Man, I'm never gonna
ram's
get
full. I'm going by.
I'm never gonna get through the pearly gates up here." And then the other guy goes, "Hold on." He starts walking up through the line there of all the other truck drivers, and he gets back, and all of a sudden they just start disappearing, and they get right up to the gates. He says, "What'd you tell him?" He says, "I told him there's scale on the other side of this." He says they all going around it.
Good.
Well, it's funny because I had an old truck driver. This was in the late '80s. We were coming out of Detroit, and what is it, 4 miles to Toledo line from the scales there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Six, yeah.
he says, "Get all the way over here
And
and
the
the
left.
left-hand lane," and because they're lined up almost to the sign along
yeah.
the side of the road. Back
See,
when
we-
they used to make them, and
We
he
used
got
to
on
jump
radio.
off at
He
exit
said,
11.
"Scales closed," and 47 trucks come. One guy even cut through the grass, come out of there, and back on the highway. And they're thinking, well, they're going to chase all those trucks to the state line in 3 miles. No.
We used to get off
Probably
at exit 11 there at Luna Pier and go over and cut through town
Right.
and get over to Dixie Highway 24, run it down, and come back out there at the Wendy's at exit 6, right past the scale. The scale's at
Yep.
7.
Yep.
And we used to go around that all the time because he was never going to be legal coming out of there.
Well, everybody goes up Detroit Avenue. You know, when we come out of the Omni Yard up there, if you go north and you don't turn and go over the scale, you can cut by the scale all the way up that way, too.
Yep. Well,
And
everybody that's ever had to, they all know the way around.
Yeah, they get
the
around it.
scales. So
And it's the ones that catch you off guard and stuff. And the only other thing I put on there, because I knew we was going to talk a little bit about Buc-ee's and talk about our stuff this week, is I found on truckerstops.com, they send me a link every week, and they had the top 13 websites for truckers. And it's not just, it's all kinds. It's looking for loads, what you want to find. So I went ahead and posted all these up here so guys can go on here and check out, because they say in most of it, if you read through it, there's most people do all their trucking now off of their phone. They don't find load boards. They don't go to truck stops. So these are the most
well,
popular.
we used to have the load boards. There's a couple different names from. I think DAT was one of them, and yeah, I can't remember all, but I remember back in the 70s and 80s, truck drivers sitting in the lounge watching that thing with their pen and paper. As soon as they come up, because you still had the phone booths in the
Oh, yeah.
thing, and as soon as they see something, man, they'd be right now, and they were zipping to the phone booth and trying to make sure they got that load locked down.
Well, if you scroll down to like the second one, it's truckstop.com, which is the one that's looked for loads. And then if you click on it, it's all phone set up. But there's several companies
Well,
down
and
through
all
here.
of these where it says the best, however many, 10, 13, they're
Yeah.
the ones financing the advertising on this. They're going to tell you they're the best. There's
Oh,
thousands
yeah,
and
yeah.
thousands of
Well,
them
there's
out
Trucker
there.
News. There's Overdrive on here. There's FMCSA on here. There's Truck Reports. There's
Yeah.
also Trucking and Women. There was a story on CDL Life this week where this 11-year driver tried going through a covered bridge.
Yeah, I seen that.
Did you see that?
Picture,
She peeled the top
yeah.
off and they destroyed. And
It's
it's
not
like,
any worse than the one in Indiana. What was been probably 3 years now, probably 4
Oh, the
years ago.
Spencerville Bridge over there.
Yeah, that they
Yeah.
took a
That's
truck
been longer
across
than
the
here.
covered bridge and just poosh.
yeah.
Just collapsed it, and they had an article on how much millions
Thanks,
of
Google.
dollars. Yeah,
Said that was the way Google Maps told her to go.
Yeah.
well, I like it when they show them pictures of the ones where
But they made
they make signs. Swift, do not follow your GPS. Turn
Yeah.
around. Do not enter.
There's some
This
place
means
we go.
you Swift.
There's some place we go, Bill, that there's that big sign. One of our places.
Oh,
I remember seeing it. It don't say Swift, but it says this is not a
No, it
truck.
says GPS is wrong.
Yeah, but I don't remember
exactly.
where I seen it, but I see it all the time. So, so my big week for next week's going to be a short 3-day work week. But since I'm took Friday off, I'm going to go ahead and head out tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, go over and get loaded and head down to Georgia. So
I never got a dispatch.
you didn't get a dispatch?
That means you're not working.
I guess not.
Well, his boss took the day off, so
Yeah.
Did
I
he
gotta
take
work all
Friday off?
I don't
He was
know.
off
I wasn't
Thursday.
there
I don't think
Friday.
he was off Friday.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there Friday.
Holidays don't mean nothing. I got to work them.
Holidays don't mean nothing. Just means more cooking.
I got to cook for a bunch of, for all the guys. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about these messages up here that you got, Steve.
That I got.
Yep.
Well, gotta go
Since
back
we're coming up to the holiday season.
Well, that's what I was thinking here. I just put in here, it said topics to cover for a laugh. And the first one is just, and each of you can take your turn here. And if anybody wants to chime in out there, since we're live, supposedly.
I
Christmas
didn't even go
presents
back
you
and
got
look.
when you were a kid, good ones or bad ones? I'll start for you. It was good for me, but it was bad for everybody else. It was a chemistry set.
You got one?
I'll tell you how it was almost like the one where it would say by Ronco, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You opened it up and it had little, I want to say, okay, you know the Testors paints that you painted models with, them little bottles?
Right.
It had a bunch of little bottles in it that had all different kinds of chemicals. And some of
I
them
had
were
one of these.
Some of them were powder, some was like a crystal, some of them were actually liquid. And then it had a pair of little safety goggles and like test tubes and stuff and a little rack to hold them. And in the instructions, I think a parent was supposed to watch you because at the very top it says, big letters, do not ever mix this and this together. And you know damn well, kid,
You know where this story's
supervised,
heading.
that's the
Soon as
first
you
damn
say-
thing I'm doing.
As soon as you say do
Well,
not mix.
when you mix that stuff together, it starts making a nasty gas in the house. Your eyes start burning, and smoke comes out of the test tubes, and yeah. So, good or bad presents, Bill? They can be a good one. Your favorite or something when you was a kid that you always wanted.
Oh, let's see.
Stretch Armstrong,
Oh,
Evil Knievel motorcycle that you wind up and he jumps the ramps.
I think the most memorable present was the year I got that stereo, because I had a really janky sort of taped together setup to listen to music on, and I really liked listening to music, and I got this stereo with dual cassette on it, and I could finally sit. Well, I mean, that was the
You
thing.
can buy
back
blank
then, right?
tapes and steal music from buddies. That
Oh man, blank tapes. Let me
or
tell
the
you
microphone that plugged in and you could, hey everybody, you know.
What. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Oh,
mean, I
yeah,
was
I
doing
remember
stuff
that.
like this back
Be
in
your own
the-
podcast. And
Yeah, back before there
Podcast.
was.
What's a
podcasts.
podcast back then, dude?
yeah, that would be
I
called.
would-
MTV
No, but I would
just
make-
come out, man.
Well,
I
that
would
was
make those silly.
He was the
I'd make
VJ.
I'd make those silly little tapes that you'd give to girls or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Where I would
Hey-
DJ on
Hey
them.
baby, I made you mixtape.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many days, how many weekends were spent just
And how many
sitting by my
women
stereo
ruined your life, Bill?
with my
Yeah.
finger on the pause button, waiting on the radio station to play
To
that
play
song.
the song.
Yep.
And they never seem to do it when you're waiting.
And how
I'd go
many
to the
times did the
bathroom.
girls leave you heartbroken when they didn't?
I don't
like
think
your
any of them
mixtape?
ever listened to any of the tapes.
Never did. Never did. It's
No.
just a myth.
The mixtapes. Oh my god.
Well, see, I remember some Christmases, but there for a while we traveled for Christmas, and I remember that more than I did actually presents. I mean, I remember when we were living in Ohio, so I had to be in kindergarten, getting it was called the Big Brute wrecker truck, and it was a big wrecker truck, and I remember It was plastic, and I left it too first. You remember when they had the furnaces in the living rooms? Them big old metal
Got
furnaces.
melted.
Yeah,
It melted
potbelly
it.
stoves.
Yeah. And I put it too close to it. It melted it. I was so heartbroken. And then, of course, I remember my bicycle, my mini bike I got for Christmas, and set of snow skis that you went behind the snowmobile, not downhill. They were just fat and short, had a ski rope, and you could ski behind the snowmobile. Scary. That was back when they were making jarts and chemistry sets, and we had all the good stuff back
But
in.
wasn't it old Jeff Foxworthy? You ever notice how you always got the wood burner for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
You had to plug it in right next to the curtains with that 2-foot cord on it. Like, yeah, I still have that wood burner.
Yeah, I forgot
It
about
still
the
works.
wood burner. Remember the light bright? You had to put the little pegs in
Yeah.
and make the pictures and
Our cat and dog ate so many of them damn things, they was shitting them.
go outside and his poop would glow.
No, I always remember playing Battleship, and as you sit there playing, I would sit there and about chew the ends off them damn pegs because they was soft plastic,
Right.
and we didn't have no pegs to play.
I love Battleship. That was fun.
That was
Well,
my
you could
favorite
cheat
game.
so much on that game.
Well,
Then
you
I look
cheat-
and turn
by
your
the
ship
way,
the other way.
By the way, there's a new game. I just sent it to my daughter this year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking it up. I forgot the name of it already. Right there it is.
It's not apples to apples, is it?
You talking about a
No.
board game? Or
It's
card
a
game?
it's a trivia pursuit game. Like if you got your family sitting around, you know the little cards where you pick them up.
Yeah.
But it's called Mind of Gaps, and it's got it's got baby boomers, Generation X, Gen Z, and Gen Y,
Well,
and
there
that's
you
what
go,
the
Bill.
questions are. So
You played the other
It
adult game. It's like apples to apples. It's what is it called? It's cards.
there's an adult version of Apples to Apples.
Well, that's what I call it. It's not part of apples to apples. It's called.
Trivia Pursuit.
No,
Adult one?
Bill's knows what it is. I just cannot. I'm brain farting right now.
Is that the same thing my sister bought that one year? What was it called?
There's expansion packs for it and stuff where you just dish out cards and one person flips over one card and you got to make your card match their card the best you can, and they decide. One of the
Oh, I
cards
thought
is.
that was-
I'll tell you. I can't remember what it's called. I was hoping somebody on here would say it, and I have it somewhere. Like one of the cards is like two midgets shitting in a bucket. That's one of the cards. I can't remember what it's called.
the same bucket?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Must be
goody.
truck drivers.
Hopefully they take turns.
But
Nah,
I can't remember.
Let's get it done. We got.
I know what the game
Yeah.
is. I just cannot think of the name of it.
Yahtzee.
But I mean, it is very fun to play. There's also it's adult themed. I mean, yeah.
Right. Well, they have Trivia Pursuit for kids and Trivia Pursuit Forever, and that's basically what this Mind
I
of
only
Gap
play the
is.
kids one. I can't play in
Because there's questions. It's like top cultures, music, TV shows, and then you know baby boomers got to guess what TV shows the young kids watch.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's pretty good. I've seen. I have a new podcast that I watch, and it's called. I forget the name of my daughter or something, and it's a guy that just keeps. He introduced her to a record player, and it was so funny watching her try to figure out how to play it. And she put the needle on there and goes, "You can hear it with the sound down. How it's like a little man down there playing off the needle." And so it's funny to see he did the old phone with her, and this one has a 8-track and a cassette player on it too.
I remember having an 8-track on one of my cars. The cars I used to drive in high
I
school.
wore one out. I wore
I
the
wore a
But
few out.
I had the
Boston.
thing
I
that
wore it out.
I had the thing that plugged in the 8-track to play a cassette on.
Oh, you
Remember
had
the
one of them.
adapter?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We used
I
to sell
had
those
one,
at
yeah,
Radio
yeah.
Shack.
Yeah.
Now, our boat, when we bought it in '68, had a 4-track player in it, and we only had 5 cassettes. And you couldn't find 4-track cassette. It was just like an 8-track, but
I can't even picture that in my mind right now. 4-track.
Google it. 4-track player.
4-track.
That's what I'm fixing to do.
Okay, well, let's go to number 2 here. I put on here favorite things to eat. We're fat truckers, so favorite things to eat during the holidays. What's your favorite thing to eat?
I love turkey dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy,
Dave
leftovers
Zane,
in one
everything.
bowl. Just take
In
a
one
bowl
bowl.
of it in
So
one
you're
bowl.
making a DFC bowl.
Yeah,
Dave's.
DFC bowl. Yeah,
Instead of
and
KFC,
I like, and then I'll put a little bit of the
Gravy.
no the cranberries on the side.
Oh.
And I'll a little bowl of that, and then put it in the fridge. Heat it up like 2 days later. Oh my God, that is so good. Did you find the 4-track, Bill?
My
Not
favorite thing,
really.
and I haven't had it for years.
They were see-through top tapes. You could see the tape down. You know, the plastic was clear on the top.
My
Well, these
my
pictures
ex mother-in-law used to make homemade butterscotch pie,
Ooh,
and I tell you, it was I've never. She would make 3, one for everybody to eat, one for my brother-in-law, one for me, because me and him would fight over the damn pie all the time, and that thing, it was delicious. I've tried to make it and can't make it taste the same. Because it's
yeah.
made
There's a
from
bunch of
scratch
them on
where
here,
you're-
Bill. I see them all over the place.
So what was your
They just
favorite thing
look
to
like
eat, Bill?
8-track tapes. What's that?
What was your favorite thing to eat holidays?
Besides everything, you know, and
Well,
to be
you're like
honest,
Dave.
I think I've said this before, but I'm not a turkey person. I'd rather if I had the choice between that and something else, I'd probably choose
So
something else.
so every time my stepmom calls either one of the kids, it's like, Dave says we're having dinner at 1, and I have to make a ham because Sherry don't like turkey. Sherry said she didn't like turkey when she was like 8, and Roberta still says it to this day. Every time we get
And
together,
everybody wants to make a ham for.
and Sherry goes,
Well, I
I don't
like
care,
ham.
I'll eat both.
Me too.
I like ham, but it's kind of a cop out. What I like is a big old roast beef.
Yeah.
Roast beef.
Uh huh.
Okay, so we're going to Arby's.
No, a real roast beef from a
Prime
real
rib.
cow.
Prime rib.
Hey,
Prime
prime
rib.
rib. There you go. Why not?
That's
Why not?
That is what roast beef is, prime
Yeah.
rib.
So
But
I made
or
one.
we've had lamb once in a while too. You like lamb?
oh, did you have lamb?
Well, the one that birthed me is getting ready to fix some lamb, I guess.
Oh, that's
One
right.
leg.
You have a built-in cook now.
No. That's still me.
It's still you. I have a lamb.
I think so. You have a new roommate.
No, I have no roommate. Matter of fact, I'm building a new studio out of that room.
I was going to move.
I've still
in,
got
Dave,
his
when
computer.
for
I
a guest
redid it.
room when I got
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, well, you have to sleep on the couch.
Good.
And
Boom,
you could
sucker.
anyway. Yeah. I don't know why you keep getting a motel. You can just come here and sleep on the damn couch. I got one of them couches that swallows you. Once you get in it, you can't get out. You just roll out on the floor when you're done and stand up because it sucks you in and wraps you up. And
Oh God! When he said that, it reminded me of Joe Rogan, Bill,
Yeah.
about going to the hotel room. He's like, "Yeah, I just rub one out on my chest, do a gator roll in the sheets, and go to sleep." I'm like, okay,
gator roll. I
like
haven't
old
heard
gator roll in the sheets, go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Problem is, like, you got to roll back over on your back, and then you get all that soaking into your skin. It causes zits. Am I the only one that has this problem?
that. Apparently, I never left it on there long enough to get it.
If you fall
Oh,
asleep.
you never rubbed one off and then went to sleep and forget
Oh,
to
no.
wipe it off.
I had that girl
I
trained.
can't believe
She'd
you
get
guys are
up-
talking about
Oh.
this now. This is a PG show.
Oh, hell, you say.
Oh, okay, number 3.
Yeah.
Relatives at the holidays with good stories. Shitter's full, Clark.
I miss
Stories
the
that they think
relatives.
are good. I don't know.
I don't remember. We always kept to our family. We never went to, because you got to realize I lived in
No
Indiana.
travel to go to any relatives or anything.
Rarely, because I lived in Indiana. My mom's family's from New York City. My dad's family from LA. So unless it was a vacation over the holiday, we were at home just because of that. What was kind of neat. I mean, we had friends that come over, and I remember every Christmas Eve, our friends would come over, and for some reason we had to go drive around and look at the lights because Santa Claus always showed up while we're driving around looking at the light. Yeah, now's a good time to turn it on. Yeah,
Yeah.
show's over
Boy,
with.
was I
You
was
were
prepared,
on.
buddy.
Show is on live. And of course, we didn't announce we were doing it live today, and nobody's going to notice it till tomorrow and go, hey, the show was live. Look at it
Oh
right
no,
here.
I put it on TikTok, but it said
you didn't
7,
post.
not 7:30.
Oh, Bill, you're not going to let that one.
I have to send him the butthurt report.
Yeah.
Well, hold. I'll send
let's
that to you, Bill. That way you can read it out loud to everybody.
By the way, do you guys remember doing Christmas decorations? We won it one year. My dad did it.
Popcorn and cranberries, buddy.
Oh, we did the whole house thing back with the big screw-in lights and up on the old farmhouse, 60 feet in the air.
60 feet in the air.
Yeah, them old farmhouses had high peaks, 2 stories, and you were up there. My dad put the lights all up, and the Fort Wayne newspaper or the Marion newspaper come out, and we won first place. Had one of them silver trees on the porch with the turning light. The old, Bruce that eats breakfast with still has one of them silver trees that does that. With
Does
the
he?
old yep. Yep, they're quite expensive to buy them now. So.
Huh. I know. Oh shoot. The one tree I have it's I don't know, it's like 10 foot and it's a fake one.
Fire.
I got it. It's probably a $200 tree when it was, new. And I got it for $1 at an auction. It was in a box with no base, and my one daughter, I made a base for it and she ended up putting it together. I'm like, holy crap, that's pretty nice. We're going to keep that.
So, what was the most fake thing that you guys did for Christmas growing up?
Long as there ain't no little kids listening, the thing about trying to make your kids believe in Santa as long as you can.
Oh, well, the fakest thing we did.
Fakest?
Fakest. My mom bought one of those cardboard fireplaces that you built and you put up there, and it had the little log in it with the little light bulb and the thing.
Did it have the
metal thing that spun so it looked like it was flickering?
And it had red, orange, and yellow like tissue paper that would float.
No, it didn't have the tissue paper. It just had a
but
log.
you remember that? See,
I remember that. Yeah.
Like 3 strips, one of each color.
And we would hang our stockings on it every year because we never had a fireplace in our home. And so when you put the tree up, you put the fireplace.
So you were like the kid in one of the movies that says, "We don't have a fireplace. How's Santa gonna get in
That's
here?"
right.
So your mom made a fire. She was thinking.
Yeah. He always showed up when we were out driving around, Christmas Eve, looking at lights. For some reason, get home, Santa was here. You guys missed him again.
No, I can remember him. The one year,
Dad would be in the bedroom trying to put the bikes together.
Well, that's what I was going to tell
God.
you. We bought brand new bicycles for my 2 older girls one year and didn't get them assembled. And I got them home and I was like, what the F? It took me. She's in bed sleeping. I'm up till 2 o'clock still putting shit together. Oh, my God. I was so ticked off. But I can remember, like I was saying, something about trying to let your kids, believe as long, the
I still believe
the magic of Christmas.
I still believe.
And my middle daughter, she would put cookies and milk out for Santa, and I always make sure it's something I liked. And the one time I took a bite and left just half of it, left all my teeth more, the bite out of it, and put it back on the plate. Oh my God. She woke up that morning and found that, and she was just berserk. She put that in a Ziploc bag, but she kept it for a year.
You know what's sad is those memories and feelings back at that time of our lives is always the best part. Today I don't have kids and don't get to celebrate like that anymore. And Christmas Day is kind of boring for me because I literally don't have. My Christmas is doing something for somebody
Oh yeah.
like going to a concert or something. That's how I celebrate Christmas now, or the
Yeah,
time.
Dave took us to see Trans Siberian Orchestra last year,
Yeah,
and
Really
that was amazing.
cool.
and that's Christmas to me. Christmas Day is go find a Chinese buffet that's open, or and see if I can get something to eat.
Man, but you're doing it right though, man. I tell you.
And then we usually end up going to the movie because the movie's open. So
I remember that's what we usually did was on Christmas was everybody would come over and you usually have a quick meal or at lunchtime kind of deal. You did presents, and then in the evening you always ordered pizza or something or went out. If anything was open in the evening, go out and get pizza or somewhere kind of deal.
I remember one year, Dad almost not making it home. I mean, my mom was sweating bullets Christmas Eve, and he was driving truck, and there was a snowstorm, and he was there in the morning. But I don't know how he got there. But I was young and kindergarten.
Okay,
first
going
grade.
into the truck stops and back in not now, but back in a while back, and getting the holiday meals that they always had. If
I
you
just did it 2 years.
went to a regular mom and pop instead of the franchises.
Yeah.
Do you remember getting good meals?
Well, I
back
did
in the day like
I
that?
did. I went to
The turkey and dressing ones that they always order. Everybody's about the same thing: turkey dressing.
right. I
you
did
know.
the Nevada run over Thanksgiving 2 years ago, and I stopped at the Denny's, and I walked in, and she goes, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Bring me the Thanksgiving special."
Exactly.
2:00.
Yeah.
She brought me everything.
That was always
pie.
the best thing, though, as far as truck stop wise, is the mom and pop ones, not the big chains,
Mm-hmm.
but the mom and pop ones back in the day. I mean, you got a feast for a
He's not
holiday
happy with
meals.
his headphones.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm experimenting.
Okay.
Go on.
That could, hey, Bill, you suck one, you're labeled for life. You said you're experimenting.
Yeah.
He can't hear us. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny, wasn't it?
He was trying to see if it's any better sound now.
Oh,
Oh, it's way better sound.
Is
But
it?
but I get echo on the microphone.
That where I was hearing the echo from?
No, you was hearing it from Steve because he's using the wrong link. He's not using the.
tell me.
You're
I
in
tried it the
trouble.
last time and it
it's
don't want
fine.
to work.
I
You're
turned
in
on the.
trouble. You're in trouble before you even know.
No, it's been fine. I just
Okay. I hear it every once in a great while, and I'm like,
he doesn't.
I
have
thought
the
it was
echo
me because
cancellation on.
I'm literally running this all through a mixer board right now, so I was worried about that. So
I'm gonna
No,
tell
you're
you,
fine.
it's the guy
Everybody's
that's running
fine.
out of the back of my computer, carrying whatever it is I say down to you, and then running back.
what you're telling me, it's that little guy at the bottom of the
He's
record,
small.
that girl
He
scene
is small.
playing the music down there by the needle.
Yep. he's
Well, what
really
I've
small.
noticed is you got to turn your headphone volume down as far as you can stand.
Oh, I got to turn Dave down big time. He blows me out.
Man, no wonder I can't get a damn date. Keep turning me down. My God.
Blows you out. Get it?
No,
There's Chunky.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody.
well, we probably should have announced it, like earlier in the week, and say, hey, let's try another Facebook
Well, I
Live.
didn't do it, did it?
You know,
I will put a little bit more care into the process by which I announce the show next time. Or-
okay, I'm going to do
Okay.
this
What was that?
just because I
Oh,
want to
never
give
mind. I
them,
know what it is.
I want to give them a little love. There is a podcast out there, truck drivers. When you get done listening to us and you're still not convinced, there is one that's called Daughter Issues, and
You said announce it, Bill.
that's what it is. Daughter Issues is the name of the podcast. Look it up, and you guys get a big kick out of it. And
I only got 3 of them.
well, this is one and his dad,
They're
and
cutting years off my life.
well, we get to watch Bill go through that. You know that, Steve.
You know, Bill, this beard used to be as dark as up this was.
He has all boys, and he don't
Oh, I
know
don't
what
wanna
it's
hear
like
it.
to have a teenage girl yet.
Well, he's got the thing is, it's the young. She's the youngest of
I
his
know it.
replacement kids.
He'll already be half crippled by that time, and
Half
guys,
crippled.
guys will be showing up at the door
You got
with
to sit there
tattoos
when they come in, Bill. Get your gun out and start cleaning it. Yeah, we going out with my daughter.
Look, the cool thing
Look at
is that she's got 4 older brothers, except the 2 oldest ones. They'll be old too by that
Bill.
time.
I ain't afraid to go back to prison.
Nobody believes me. Everybody
No.
looks at me and thinks,
My favorite on this one comedian, I think his name was Chad Daniels. He had a boy and a girl. The boy was, say, the boy is 12, the girl was 6, and they're outside playing, and she gets hit right in the crotch with the kickball. She's like, "Oh, my balls!" And he thinks to himself, "Do I tell her, or do I wait to college?" Because if she's on a date and she goes, "I'm gonna touch my balls," I
Yeah.
don't think she'll have too many dates.
isn't that like
says,
top
"Problem
number
solved."
one? Number one thing you don't want to hear on a date is that feels good on my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he says, "Why do you like to do it so much?" "Oh, because I miss mine." Did you remember that joke?
Oh, stop! We got
Oh,
we
come
got
on, that's a
friends.
good one. Where the man? Okay, folks, here we go. This guy and
No.
this gal just started dating, and they would have sex every day, and every time they got done, she would reach over and jiggle and play with his balls, and he's like, "That's sort of weird, but it feels good." This happened over and over and over, and finally he got up the courage to say, "Hey, I don't really want you to think nothing's weird or nothing, but every time we get done, you always play with my balls." He says, "I'm not complaining. I like it." He says, "I was just curious why you always do that." And she says, "Oh, I just miss my own."
Oh, gee whiz!
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but I just went ahead and shared our live stream to my page. Should have did that when we started this video, not when we're ending it. But
What? We're not ending it
Not
yet.
even sure I shared it on mine.
well, it's on yours. I'm watching it on yours. I just went ahead
Did
and
we
shared
do
it
the
to mine.
holiday decorating gone wrong?
No, we haven't got that far yet.
We haven't got
Holiday decorating
hardly
gone
anything.
wrong, and it's got parentheses fire.
Yeah.
Any horror stories of holiday
After watching
decorating?
National Lampoon's Christmas, it's pretty tough to.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not a horror story, but I got a lot of publicity from it. I've seen on the internet, so I made it at my own house. I did the one where the scarecrow was bending around, pulling his pants down, and Pumpkins was his ass cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And people stopped all the time in front of my house to take pictures. Semi drivers, school bus drivers. Eventually, the newspaper come out and said, "Can we take a picture?" I'm like, "Go right ahead."
Oh man!
Any bad decorating stories though? Did you put some lights up, fall off the ladder, start something?
We
on
never put lights
fire?
up, you know.
Don't you?
No, it's just never been a thing for us.
I did here. I
know.
used to trim the house in white, all the fence in the backyard. I did 3 trees out front. Then I bought some big wreaths. So then I tried it. The missus wanted to trim the house in icicles, so I hung icicles all around the house. Did all them. I still got all that stuff upstairs, and
Well, they had a thing there in Bluffton where they had the light contest, and there was a people that did a tree, just a regular old maple, and there wasn't an ounce of bark left on that thing. There was lights all over it, and they all changed colors and flashed around and did different dancey stuff in the tree with music that went to it and everything. It's pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
And there was a guy that did the Christmas vacation on their whole house.
My neighbor down the
And
street.
their
here.
HOA was a little pissy about it because all the people driving in to see it all the time. And
Well, one of the additions in town did a big decoration out south.
Huh.
Remember that? Off of Decatur Road?
And here's Here's the last one. Do you enjoy the holiday season? Bah humbug.
I think I do. I don't
do.
know. Yeah,
I think
because
the worst part about it is not so much. I mean, not buying presents, but trying to figure out what to get someone.
Amazon solved that.
Well, I mean, let me give you. Yeah, I've been.
wish
They're
list.
going to hit
Yeah.
my house pretty hard next week because I
Well-
put a couple big orders in, but as far as spending money and buying them and spending time with people and then doing the get-togethers and everything, that's always pretty good.
2 weeks ago, I picked some Amazon stuff up off the porch and brought in. And I had one, and I'm opening it up, and I'm like, okay, I know what this is. I ordered that. I opened the other one up, and I'm like, what is this? It's a lunchbox and a hat with a light. And I'm like,
Hold on. Let me guess. It wasn't something you mailed to yourself, was it?
no. My
Like
daughter
a gas can?
My daughter sent it to me. Yeah. My daughter sent it to me for my birthday. And she calls me up and goes, did you ever get your birthday present? And I said, no, I ain't getting nothing. And I'm sitting there
she
going,
sent it to you?
yeah, I'm sitting there
Okay.
going, why did Amazon send me this? The hat's pretty cool. I can use a little cooler, And I never put it together that it was my birthday
I'll do
present.
that. I'll order something for my daughter up there in Columbia City and all. I just send it right to her address. I don't wrap it or nothing,
Yeah.
No, you wait, Dave. I got your address. I'm gonna have a Widowmaker shipped to your house. You can be like, well, whose is this? You can give it to your neighbor.
Oh, she
Bill's
called
trying
me.
to think what a Widowmaker is, ain't you?
She called
No,
me.
it's
Killing rabbits.
It's big and black.
yep.
Called me today or yesterday and says, can I borrow money? Said, I don't loan money out. I don't have none to loan.
I'm gonna start shipping stuff right to you guys' houses. What I was gonna get Dave for. Well, I better not say it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Go
will.
ahead, I'm
I'm
listening.
still probably gonna get it if I can find it again. The barbecue apron.
Oh,
So I just got another one. I just got one, but I got one that's a barbecue apron and it looks like a guy with muscles and a bikini on.
Oh, I want the one
Or the
where
one
you
that's the
lift-
big fat guy. There is one I'm gonna get for Dave.
when you lift it up, it's got the junk
there's-
hanging out the bottom.
No, there's two hands holding a sheep, and the look on the sheep's face is.
You got to wear your boots when you're doing sheep. Come on. Keep them from getting away.
You're getting that for Christmas, buddy.
Well, we better wrap this up, kids. Got anything else before we go?
Nope, that was the last one.
Yeah, all
Holiday
right.
Decorations.
Yeah, well, we thank everybody for joining in on the live stream. By God, let us know what you think. Send us email, show@3ftpodcast.org. Hit us up on the socials. We're on the Facebook. There's a Facebook group. You can comment directly on the website, 3ftpodcast.org. We do have a Discord channel, but I would probably be the only one to see
I'd
anything
see
that
it
was put on there.
occasionally.
But okay.
So,
So yeah,
so
let
what
us
do you
know
guys
what you think.
What do you guys think of the live view this time?
I just, being the fact that I'm such a social media
Oh yes,
half-wit,
you are the social media queen of our group.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we didn't get to the Buc-ee's, but I did put that picture of that T-shirt on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I
where you
did see
decided
it.
Yep. I took a big shit at Buc-ee's.
I wanted to see if they had that shirt, but I didn't get a
I-
chance. I was really
I
just
think you
there
can
for
go
food.
online to Buc-ee's website and buy everything because I've
Well-
already bought their rub and their barbecue sauce.
The rub. What you rubbing, Dave?
You'd like
That's
to
for
know.
you to know and you to know.
That's some good old butt rubbing there.
Must be. Must
Keep
be.
you warm at night, buddy.
That's
All
right.
right, folks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Till then, I've been Bill.
And Dave.
And Steve, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week.
See you, folks.